Good morning, everybody. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out today. Yesterday, it really rained about all day long, and I don't know what we got for inches, but my goodness, it really rained hard. We have a rain gauge, but the glass got broke, so we got to get another rain gauge at some point so we can kind of get a better idea how much rain we're getting when we do get rain. So yesterday, we spent the day mostly in the sawmill, and I'll even show you a little clip of yesterday's work. I had, William was here and Brenda was helping, so we got quite a lot done in the sawmill. Today, William's not here. He doesn't work every day. And but anyways, we had to bring Lady and Bree in from the pasture last night. The vet was coming and we had to do a bunch of shots. And so we needed to get that done, and we needed to have them inside to do that. We actually had to worm Bree the second time also, because that's what our vet wanted us to do. And it's kind of funny because you guys that have horses know how the wormers work generally. There's a small little cap on the end of it. And I don't know what I was thinking, but I apparently forgot to take the cap off, and I shoved the wormer into her mouth, pushed the plunger, and cap and all went into her mouth. And I never even knew this until a little while later, because from there I took her out to water her. And when I left the barn, I saw this little cap on the floor right next to the water tub. I said, "What in the world's that?" Sure enough, it was a cap to that worming tube that I put in her mouth. Unfortunately, she swallowed the worming medicine and held the cap in her mouth and spit it out. You know, it was a little while later. I don't quite understand it, because it was actually a little while later when I took her back to get water. Actually not that long, but still, she had to have held that cap in her mouth and then spit it out right on the floor. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe Skippy picked it up somewhere too. I don't know what happened with that anyways, but always, just my point is, always make sure you take the cap off those worming tubes before you shove them into the mouth and push the worming medicine into the mouths. So today we have a little bit of a contest going on. As you can see, Lady is in here, and we're going to put her on the scales. And she is actually due in about 3 weeks. Her actual due date is May 25th. Of course, you know, with horses, you can't depend on the actual date, or anybody else for that matter, but that is her due date. So at some point here, maybe in the next week or two, we'll even do a contest on the date and whether it's going to be a colt or a filly. But today we thought we'd do a quick little contest even on the weight of Lady. As you can see and have seen over the course of the last few months, how much more she has gained. And so I'm kind of curious myself. We're going to put her on the scales even right now and see what she weighs. And then we're going to weigh up the rest of them so we can see what everybody's weighing. So Brenda's actually spent a little bit of time with Bree and just brushing her. We didn't brush all the horses yet, but she has been outside for several weeks now, a couple weeks anyways. And so, yeah, she's brushing that. We're still not happy with her weight. Although right in this position here, she doesn't look too bad, but a lot of times you can still see her ribs a little bit. And we'll probably put her on the scales first and see if she's gained or lost any weight. There's times when you first put horses out into the green grass in the spring, they don't really do that well, because the grass, I like to call the grass in the spring kind of washy, and it just doesn't put weight on a horse that well, this early spring grass. So we have hay out there also, and we try to feed grain at least once a day for the ones that are outside. And that would just be temporary, because as soon as they get plenty of grass and get acclimated to the grass is all they're going to need. So let's put her on the scales now and see what she weighs. Okay, so before we put Bree on the scales, we have weighed up the rest of the horses except for Ken and Lady, and every one of them has lost a fair amount of weight. Ken was 1990, now he's 1850. Bill was 1710, now he's 1675. Baron, 1665 down to 1638. 1610 down to 1570. And Earl is actually, he is actually the highest, even more, he's even heavier than Baron, and he's a year younger. But that's kind of been happening. So anyways, but he still lost weight, 1698 to 1642. So these fairly heavy drops in weight are not a surprise to me. I weigh my horses a lot, and it's early morning weigh-ups are always less than night weigh-ups. It just happens time and time again. I can go back tonight and weigh them up, and they may be 20 pounds heavier than they are right now. Also, with horses, they have such a massive amount of weight to start with. To have a fluctuation of 20, 40 pounds is just not a big deal. It's not unusual either. So, also in the spring of year, I tend to have my horses the lightest because of the spring work that I do on the farm, and just, I don't know, just seems to work out that way. And like I said before with Brie, when they go out into pasture, it's kind of a washy grass, and my horses haven't had a lot of pasture, but they've had some. But it just doesn't help them out, for example, as much as that August grass. And August, September, they seem to gain so much weight because of the grass. There's just something different about it. So anyways, let's put Brie on and see what she weighs. So Brie weighed 1735 last time we weighed her. And I kind of expect her to have lost weight. I hope not, but I think she probably has. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
810 pounds.
So she's gained.
Yeah, like how could she gain that much?
810. Wow.
810 pounds.
Well, there again, that's great. A lot of times, like I've said before, it just seems like they're starting to stretch and they're, I don't know, just, that's great. That's great. Hey, guys. So guys, people have asked me, do I ever have tick problems? And I say generally no, but here's one right here. I got a big old tick on here. So.
More than one, unfortunately. Kill it.
So, anyways, I twisted it out of there. She should be fine.
Wash your hands after.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get Lady. Come here.
She does look bigger. Depends on the light.
Okay, so as you can see, with Lady, her last weight was 812 pounds. Oh. So, you've seen her. Look her over close. Try to get a weight, your guesstimate of what she weighs at this point. So what we're going to do here with this contest is the first 5 people that get her weight in the 24 hours by the time this video goes out are the winners, and we will send you guys a hat. And so, yes, it's got to be an accurate, on the dot guess. The first 5 people that guess it will win. So now let's go back to yesterday while we were sawing. Okay, so down there, Brenda, just pull those skids closer together. Yeah. And sometimes you'll be doing it all. Sometimes William can come down and help you. Just kind of depends on what's going on.
Am I just putting it in a pile though?
Yeah, probably put all the 1-inch stuff in one stack.
Where?
Okay, let's crank it up and get rolling. You got plenty of gas in there? Check the oil? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so we decided this morning also to bring Pansy outside, and we still have not got her to eat grass. So we decided to tie her to a stake, and of course she's not used to being tied to a stake, and she's not really liking it. She's going round and round, so we've got to watch her really close. So when she gets tangled up, we got to unsnap her and fix her again. But eventually she will get used to it, we think. So we brought some water and a little bit of hay out here because she's still eating hay really well, but she just likes to, right now, walk around in a circle. And it's a start of getting this cow to eat some grass. There's other options that we have, but we're going to try this for a little while. As you can see, Lady and Bree are out there in the pasture, happy as can be. And we will keep you updated with our cow as to whether or not she ends up being able to be staked, which would be very handy for us if she did. So that's our video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time, and make sure to check in for our next video to find the answer to the weight of Lady. And I hope you guys had fun guessing, and I hope you the best of luck in your guess. Have a good day.
She's doing it. This is so exciting. She's actually eating grass. I'm so excited.
At least she's sniffing it.
She's chewing it a little bit. You saw it here, folks, for the first time.
Her first bite of green grass. It's kind of like us men. It's kind of like salad. We really don't care for it that much.
I thought cows loved grass. I don't know if she actually... Yeah, there she goes.
That's a definite bite.
Yay! It's like grain. At first she didn't like that, and now she loves it.
I think it's going to work.